Hi dear student, welcome to the today's class. Today we are going to for an interesting chapter in the section of geography. Yet we have already completed two chapters. Now we are moving forward. Today we are going to have an interesting chapter which are familiar to us. As you all know that today which I am going to take class is familiar to everyone in the section of geography. In that the first chapter is our state Karnataka. See, when you listen the name, I hope that all are familiar and likely to listen to the class, right? Yes, come on, let's go through our geography section in the chapter 1, our state Karnataka. In this chapter, we mainly study some important features of Karnataka. Come, let us discuss what we all study in this chapter. So, let us glance at the learning points of this chapter. In this chapter, we are going to learn about the greatness of our state, which means Karnataka, and its heritage, the origin of the name Karnataka, and the form of the state, the geographical location, size, land, water frontiers, and neighboring states of Karnataka. These things are we are going to discuss briefly in this chapter. So dear students, come let's go into our familiar chapter, our state Karnataka. So dear students, let us start today's class. Our chapter name is our state Karnataka. In the previous class, you have studied about the physical geography. In this lesson, we will study about our state Karnataka, the land of Kannadigas. As we all know that Karnataka is also called as land of Kannadigas. ಯಾಕೆ ಈ ಹೆಸರಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆಯುತ್ತಾರೆ ಎಂಬುದಂದರೆ we all know that we usually speak which language? Yes, Kannada language. And Kannada people are Kannada speaking people are oftenly found here. So it is called as land of Kannadigas. It is one of the Indian state which has its own greatness and prestige and heritage. The land has an ideal situation and is blessed with diverse relief features, flora and fauna, which means natural vegetation, different types of soil, river system, minerals, human resources, etc. It is a prosperous land with its own literature, art and culture, and as religious, spiritual and historical famous pilgrim centers. Many places in Karnataka are famous for their World Heritage Site and its natural beauty and abundance of wildlife. Now dear students, please focus on this chapter. We are now entering to the main part of this chapter. So let us take the class. Now we are going to discuss the origin of the name Karnataka. ಹೇಗೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಎಂಬುದು ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಸ್ಟೇಟಿಗೆ ಹೆಸರು ಬಂತೆಂದು ನಾವು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. The name Karnataka has been used in the form of ancient times. The land used to be called as Karunadu, which means ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸಾಯಿಲ್. ಇದನ್ನು ಕರುನಾಡು ಎಂದು ಕರೆಯುತ್ತಿದ್ದರು. ಕಾರಣ ಏನೆಂದರೆ ಕಾರಣ ಏನಂದರೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ವಾಸ್ ಅಬಾಂಡೆಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ನಿಂದ ಕೂಡಿತ್ತು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಕರುನಾಡು ಎಂದು ಕರೆಯುತ್ತಿದ್ದರು. ಕಪ್ಪು ಮಣ್ಣಿನ ನಾಡು ಎಂದು ಕರೆಯುತ್ತಿದ್ದರು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕರುನಾಡು ಎಂದು ಬಂತು ಹೆಸರು. The word Karnat refers to Karnataka in the ancient Tamil word Silapadikaram. Karnataka. It has been mentioned in Nrupatunga's grammatical work Kavirajamarka that Karnataka extends from the Kaveri river up to Godavari river. ನೃಪತುಂಗ ಎಂಬುದು ಇಂದಿನ ಕಾಲದ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಸಿದ್ಧವಾದ ಕವಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದನು. ಅವನು ತನ್ನ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಕವಿರಾಜ ಮಾರ್ಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆಯಲಾಗಿದೆ, ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಎಂಬ ರಾಜ್ಯವು ಕಾವೇರಿ ನದಿಯಿಂದ ಗೋದಾವರಿ ನದಿ ತನಕ ವಿಸ್ತರಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ. It has been mentioned that Nrupatunga's work, he told that Karnataka will extend from Kaveri river up to Godavari river. We come to know this is how the Karnataka name came. How it came? Karnataka name came due to the, in olden days, black soil was found abundantly in Karnataka. So it came to be called as Karunadu by Kannadigas. Later in the script of Silapadikaram, Karunadu was changed into later it was changed to Karnataka. Hope that all have understood how the origin of the name Karnataka came, and it extends from Kaveri river up to Godavari river. After the independence, India was divided into many states. As we all know that after 1947 ನಂತರ ಇಂಡಿಯಾವು ಅನೇಕ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಸ್ಗಳಾಗಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಇನ್ 1947 9 southern districts which were till under the rule of Mysore kings were brought together to the form Mysuru state. After 1947, the Mysuru kings were brought together to form the Mysuru state. Later, when the states were reorganized on linguistic basis, areas with Kannada speaking people in Bombay, Hyderabad, Madras and Kodagu provinces were brought together. Thus, on November 1, 1956, the Vishala Mysuru state came into being. 1947 ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯ ಚಳುವಳಿ ನಂತರ ಈ ಮೈಸೂರು ಅರಸಂದಿರು ಎಲ್ಲ ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಒಟ್ಟು ಸೇರಿಸಿ ಒಂದು ಮೈಸೂರು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಎಂಬುದನ್ನು ಸ್ಥಾಪಿಸಲು ನೋಡುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಲೇಟರ್ ವೆನ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಸ್ ವೇರ್ ರೀಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ಡ್ ಆದಾಗ ಲಿಂಗ್ವಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ವಿತ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಸ್ಪೀಕಿಂಗ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಇನ್ ಬಾಂಬೆ, ಹೈದರಾಬಾದ್, ಮದ್ರಾಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕೊಡಗು ಪ್ರೊವಿನ್ಸಸ್ ವೇರ್ ಬ್ರಾಟ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್. ಲಿಂಗ್ವಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಸಿಂದ ಮತ್ತು ಕನ್ನಡ ಮಾತಾಡುವ ಜನರಿಂದ ಬಾಂಬೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಸ್ಪೀಕಿಂಗ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಇನ್ ಬಾಂಬೆ, ಹೈದರಾಬಾದ್, ಮದ್ರಾಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕೊಡಗು ಪ್ರೊವಿನ್ಸಸ್ ವೇರ್ ಬ್ರಾಟ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್. ಬಾಂಬೆ, ಹೈದರಾಬಾದ್, ಮದ್ರಾಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕೊಡಗು ಪ್ರೊವಿನ್ಸಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ತರಲಾಯಿತು. Thus, on November 1st, 1956, the Vishala Mysuru state came into being. ಇವುಗಳ ಪರಿಣಾಮದಿಂದ 1956 ನವೆಂಬರ್ 1ರಂದು ವಿಶಾಲ ಮೈಸೂರು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಕೇಮ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಬೀನ್. It is a fond commemoration of event in the Rajyotsava that is celebrated every year of November 1st. ನವೆಂಬರ್ 1ರಂದು ವಿಶಾಲ ಮೈಸೂರು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಸ್ಥಾಪಿಸಲ್ಪಟ್ಟದರಿಂದ ಈ ದಿನವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಯಾವ ದಿನವನ್ನಾಗಿ ಆಚರಿಸುತ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂದರೆ ರಾಜ್ಯೋತ್ಸವ ದಿನವಾಗಿ ಆಚರಿಸುತ್ತೇವೆ. ರೈಟ್, ಎವ್ರಿ November 1st we used to celebrate Kannada Rajyotsava, right? The reason behind is that on November 1st, 1956, not Karnataka, Vishala Mysuru, a new moderate state, which means Vishala Mysuru state came into being. Because of this reason, we celebrate Karnataka Rajyotsava on 1st November. In 1973, in response to the wishes of Kannadigas, our state was renamed as Karnataka. Due to the response of the people of Kannadiga, they need that our state to be renamed as Karnataka. Because of the people's wish, our state was renamed as Karnataka. Let's go back through again. In 1956, 1st November, Vishala Mysuru state came into existence. 1956, 1st November, the Vishala Mysuru state came into being. And moving to the next, in 1973, the Vishala Mysuru state was renamed as Karnataka. Hope that all have understood what I have told you. Now we are moving forward to the next concept, that is geographical location of Karnataka. Karnataka is one of the 29 states of India. As we all know that how many states are there in India? Yes, 29. In among 29 states, Karnataka is one of them. Karnataka is situated in the southern part of India. Where Karnataka is situated? It is situated in the southern part of India. We can see that in the India map in the above screen. It is situated downward portion of India, which means in the southern part. It extends from 11 degree to 31 north to 18 degree to 45 north latitude and 74 degree 12 north to east, 78 degree 40 north east longitude. These are the latitudinal and longitudinal section of this Karnataka. From north 11 to 31 and east 74 to 12 and west 78 to 40. Its length is 750 km. The total length of Karnataka coastline is 750 km, stretching from Aurad Taluk in Bidar district in the northmost tip of Chamarajanagar district in the south. In this, we are mainly need to look where the Karnataka is situated. As I already told that it is situated in the southern part of the India in the western central area of peninsular region. Its width is 400 km. We have already discussed its length. Its length is a 750 km and now the width is 400 km. What is the length of the Karnataka coastline? Yes, 750. Good. And what is the width of Karnataka coastline? 400 km from west to east. Karwar in the Uttar Kannada district is at the western and whereas Mulbagal district of Kolar. Karnataka has also both land frontiers as well as water frontiers. The Arabian Sea in the west, states of Maharashtra in the north, Andhra Pradesh in the east, Tamil Nadu in the south and southeast, Kerala in the southwest, and Goa in the northwest form its frontiers. We can see on the screen, right? The shape of Karnataka resembles like a cashew. As we can see that the shape of a Karnataka is like a cashew, right? See the cashew shape, it resembles like a cashew. So it is called as the shape of Karnataka resembles like a cashew. In this concept we mainly learnt about it is situated in southern part of India, the western central area, and its latitudinal and longitudinal extent. It is the most important one. Give focus on it. And the frontiers. I am repeating the latitudinal and longitudinal extent once again. Karnataka extends from 11 degree to 31 north to 18 degree to 45 north latitude and 74 degree to 12 northeast to 78 degree to 40 northeast longitude. I am repeating it because it is the most important point in this lesson. Focus on it, please. Now we have already completed the geographical location of Karnataka. Moving to the last concept of this chapter, that is the size of Karnataka. As everything has a particular size, even though our state Karnataka also has a particular finite size. Let's discuss the size and features of Karnataka. Karnataka stretches over an area of 1,91,791 square kilometer. See how long it is. It stretches. It's so far. That is 1,91,791 square kilometer. It is India's 8th largest state with regard to area. In India, it is the 8th largest state. As taking all over thing, India is Karnataka, our state ranks 8th with regard to area, and according to the 2011 census, it has ninth position with the population. According to area section, in Karnataka ranks 8th in India, and according to population section, it ranks ninth in India. Karnataka occupies of area 5.83% of India's geographical area. What is the total strength of Karnataka? That is 1,91,791 square kilometer, and it ranks 8th in a area section and 9th in a population section. We come to know about the size. Let's move on to the futures. At present, there are 30 districts in our state. Hope that all know that how many districts are there in the state, and you should know the names of the 30 districts too. These districts compromises of 176 taluks, 747 oblis, 347 towns and cities, and 27,481 villages. In the district, Belagavi is the largest in size and Bengaluru urban district is the smallest. Which is the largest district in the Karnataka? That is Belagavi. Belagavi is the largest district, and which is the smallest district in Karnataka? Yes, right, it is the Bengaluru urban. Now we come to know the largest and smallest district, right? Moving to the next. As we all know that which is the capital city of Karnataka? Yes, it is called as Silicon City, that is our none other, our Bengaluru. For the administrative convenience, our district has been divided into 4 divisions. First one, Bengaluru. And second division is Mysuru. Third division is Belgavi or Belgaum. Fourth division, Gulbarga. Dear student, here we conclude our chapter, our state Karnataka. It was a short lesson, right? So let us go through again, summarize or get an outlook of this chapter once again. Let us summarize the chapter once again in a fast and a quick way. Come on, let's go. First one, I am just giving importance to the only to the main things. Just we are going to summarize it. That's all. The name Karnataka has been derived from word Karnad, which means land of black soil. Karnataka means land which is an elevated plateau. Vishala Mysore state came into existence on 1st November 1956 and it is celebrated, and on the November 1 we celebrate Karnataka Rajyotsava. And when the Karnataka was our state Karnataka was renamed, it was renamed on 1973. How many states does India has? 29. What is the latitudinal and longitudinal extent of Karnataka? The latitudinal extent and longitudinal extent of Karnataka is 11 degree to 31 north to 18 degree 45 north latitude and 74 degree to 12 north east to 78 degree 40 north east longitude. Dear students, I am repeating it once again because it is the most important aspect of this chapter. And where is Karnataka situated? It is situated in the southern part of India in the western central area. What is the total length of Karnataka? That is 750 km. Total width 400 km. Then another important, what is the total area of Karnataka? That is 1,91,791 square kilometer. Total area is 1,91,700 square kilometer. What is the total area of Karnataka? Yes, 1,91,791 square kilometer. And at present there are how many districts? At present there are 30 districts. Which is the largest district? Yes, Belgavi is the largest district. And which is the smallest district? Bengaluru urban is the smallest district. The state Karnataka has been divided into how many administrative convenience? The state Karnataka has been divided into 4 administrative divisions. What are all they? First one, Bengaluru, Mysuru, Belagavi and Kalburgi. What are the 4 administration divisions of Karnataka? Bengaluru, Mysuru, Belagavi and Kalburgi. The total area of Karnataka is 1,91,791 square kilometer. What I have told now, give more importance to this aspect. This is the most important questions and this is the most important point of this lesson. Keep focusing on this point what I have told. And India ranks 8th in a area and 9th in a population wise. Hope that all have understood my class. Here we conclude our chapter, our state Karnataka. Keep going good. Keep focus on what I have told you. That's it. Here we conclude our chapter, our state Karnataka. If you have any clarification, never hesitate to call me. Just call me and clear all your doubts. That's all. Wishing you a good day. Thank you.